Hello everyone and happy Fish Friday. I finally have some content. I don't need to play a stupid ass chess tournament just to get some, because TCC week 1 has started and I am going to give you results and some of the interviews with some players, but I can't do it now because the time I'm recording this is like a game to be played. I record this stuff on Thursday normally, sometimes Wednesday if I'm feeling good, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. First game of the week was Alter Ego versus GZGO, and GZGO actually take this in a bit of an upset, a 2-0 fashion, winning both games of Ascent and Sunset. Just before we get into Ascent, I want to say congratulations to 1P being the new casting talent added to the TCC roster. He casted this Ascent game with Hyver, and his profile picture is very funny. And just for everyone to know, Hydrox asks, or whoever's doing the production at the time, asked for us to send a profile picture. So you might see a Minecraft Enderman in a couple days, let's just say that. First I'll just talk about the comps. Alter Ego obviously playing the normal comp, but GCGO, it lets him to use the Fnatic Masters comp, which, me personally, I actually used that before Fnatic. I don't know if I'm going to have to find a screenshot because I couldn't find one anywhere, but you have to trust me, you can ask anyone on my team. But anyway, it starts off Alter Ego in hot form. I think they get up to 4-1 at one point. I know they win the pistol, but GZGO, they make a comeback, and they make it back to 7-5 on the half, despite being on the defender side, which I know has an advantage, but this comp, I feel like it does better on attack. And now on the attacking side of Ascent, GZGO managed to dominate the rest of the half, getting a 13-6 win, but despite that, Aid made it 4 First Bloods, 23 and 15, and he was actually the MVP of this game, having a fantastic game, 332 ACS, and if he can carry up this form onto Sunset, then maybe AE have a chance to come back. Unfortunately, for any AE fans, Aid made it, doesn't carry his amazing form over, does MVP for his team, 241 ACS, but it's actually Marlborough 100S with 326 ACS, 20 and 10, and carries GZGO to that 13-4 victory. So GZGO with a 1-0 start, and I don't want to make excuses for Alter Ego, but they did have a bit of roster troubles before this. I've heard that 2 amazing players in CJ and Kyle, unfortunately, got dropped. Not gonna ask why that happened, and I'm not gonna leak why it happened, because I will get in trouble by everyone. Next game for the week is IXI Red versus Bryn's Academy, and IXI Red in dominating fashion 2-0, winning on both Bind and Ascent. Alright, getting into Bind, unfortunately the production this stream didn't have a scoreboard, so I have it up on Valorant Tracker. It's a 13-9 game for IXI Red despite being Bryn's map pick, and LFT Reader. Clearly not going to be LFT for much longer because he is my glorious, humble, and Vocaloid fan king, dropping an absolutely amazing 29-13-4 performance with 6 First Bloods and 4 multi-kills with 120 damage delta, and also not to mention 366 ACS. The next map of Ascent is less of a close affair, 13-2 to the side of IXI Red. Radola again with another great game, 5 first kills and 16 and 11, but unfortunately he's not even the top of the scoreboard. It's Rizquick, or Rizwick. Rizquick? Wait, but how do you even say that? Tell your team to change their names. Anyway, he goes 19 and 6 with 342 ACS. C Jiggles on the other side, also known as Clapjay, does go 13-13, does try his hardest to win it back, but unfortunately cannot stop the absolute demolishing, which is a 2-13 game, and IXI Red go 1-0 up, Bryn's 0-1 down, and let's see what they can do in the next week. I was also told to mention that Reader had 11 First Bloods, and to put a ribbon around there. So here is with Fish on how to make a ribbon in a box. So first of all, get your box, get your ribbon, put the ribbon under the box. Next step, twist it around somehow. Apparently this is supposed to make a ribbon top of the box just being on it. Yeah, then do it again, and then like fold it, put some tape. I'll put a picture up on screen, maybe a video if I have a ribbon somewhere in my house, but yeah, get on Reader, my glorious humble king. The third game of the week was Mingos versus Skesna. Don't know how to pronounce that name either. All these names are very hard to pronounce, but Skesna are able to get a 2-1 win over Mingos, so go 1-0 up in their group. Flamingos 0-1 in their group. The first game of the series is a bit of a weird comp from both teams. Flamingos deciding to go for this double sentinel Vice and Deadlock combo, while Shkezna go for a bit of a weirder Vice still, and I'm a Vice fan, I play Vice a lot, I think she's quite good on Bind. The thing is, they have Yoru and Sky, so triple flashes, which I think is a bit weird, but either way, it's Grey B2 an absolute dominating performance, 23-8 to bring Flamingos over the line, a 13-4 victory, and that's just an amazing score on it, especially on that Brimstone. Now, Shkezna, they didn't like that one bit, so they actually decided to come back on Lotus and win the game in a 13-7 fashion, with actually the game ending in an ace from Anders, bruh. Don't know how to say that one, but he went 24-10. Still, not as good as my GOAT Reader, or Reader, I don't know how to say it, still, I'm sorry. But it's a fantastic performance from him, and now we're going to move on to game number 3. Unfortunately, Shkezna cannot close out the series and do lose 13-8, with Lemon, a new player at the top of the score, being 22-14 with this Yoru with 4 first bloods. 3 multi-kills too, it's a great performance for using that Yoru Waiter comp so effectively. By the time I'm recording this has been the closest ordeal of games so far, the only 2-1 or real best out of 3 series this entire tournament. So let's hope the next game coming up can change that, which hasn't played yet. It's playing in about 45 minutes. I'll probably watch it. Finally, moving on to the last game of the week, it's Aether versus WGW, and I don't really know how to say that one either. But it's Aether to actually get a bit of an upset, 2-0 victory, which not many people expected, and I'm going to say it, my bad, I predicted WGW to win this. I looked at the ranks, I saw an Ascendant, I was like, he's going to pop off, and clearly I was wrong. Starting from Lotus in the closest map in the series, it's Table Flipper. Now he is the Ascendant to have the highest ACS in the game, 334, 28 kills, 15 deaths, 7 assists, and 80 damage delta. It's a good performance from him, but the rest of the team's a bit lacking, and that's unfortunately where they fall off. So that game ends 13-10. In the final map of Sunsets, 13-5 with Washed clearly not being very washed, having a great performance, 21-9 over 18 rounds. So that's just fantastic. This guy's 40% headshot. Fair play to him. Now with all the games done and recapped, I have an interview with one player, or multiple players from each team, and I hope you enjoy this segment. Hey guys, Future Editing Fish here. Just for clarification, some of these interviews have been edited just to short them down for time. If you feel like your word has been misrepresented, or you would like to say something different, feel free to DM me and I will either take the video down, edit it, or change it in some way. First of all, your game against GZGO. How do you think you played and how do you think your team played?
Well, we definitely didn't perform how we wanted to, but considering the circumstances with 2 players leaving the roster and having a sub come in for a permanent spot, and a new player we honestly just found who's great, we love him, but I think we did all right. I definitely felt like Thanos in map 1, but I cooled down for sure in the second map.
Alright, so first of all, how do I say your team's name? Because I'm 90% sure I pronounced it wrong the entire time.
So our organization's name is actually GoGo. And they changed the letters for different teams, for different games, and different, just different rosters, right? I mean, I guess technically for GoGo, we're actually the Valorant Academy team, but our name would be pronounced GZ Go.
Oh, okay.
GZ Go or GZGO. It's interchangeable. It doesn't matter which one.
I've been saying GZGO the entire time. Won your first game against Alter Ego 2-0. How do you think you...
We did?
Yeah. How do you think you played, first of all? How do you think your team played?
We played great. We played great. I'm the team captain in IGL. I kind of hold the boys to a really strict standard. I have for a while now, like from when we first started playing. And they've been proved a lot. Very, very, very much. And they played great. As far as like my individual performance, I think I did okay. There were a few things wrong that I didn't notice until after. My sensitivity was wrong, and my keyboard was also on the wrong setting. I had it on window mode instead of game mode, so like my actuation distance was not what it was supposed to be. But I think I think I did okay, and I think the team did great. Shifty had a great game. Both games actually, he did great. but we played to my expectation for sure.
So, first of all, how do you think you played against Brins?
As a team or me?
Yeah, as a team, individually, whatever.
I honestly think we played pretty well. We had a couple things we did wrong. We'll fix that going into next week, though. Honestly, I would say it's a solid performance. I think we could go better, though.
Alright. Do you have anything you would like to say, Zafix? What if how does how
Yeah.
name?
That's all good. I think my team did pretty good. Personally, I didn't do as good as I expected. But yeah, hopefully I can improve for next games.
So you join Brins Academy, or however you say it. You're playing your first game against IXI Red. How do you think you as a team did, even if you were just emergency subs?
First map that I played, we did pretty good, like the first half, but second half we just kind of fell apart. I don't know if it was just the comms or like, we were losing gunfights, but I guess a lot of stuff was wrong, so we'll try to fix that going into next week.
Yeah, watching that first map from the coach's position, we weren't getting the right reads. We were losing comms, and then of course I subbed in, and because I'm dog shit, we did even worse. So, but one of the players got kicked because he's dog shit and he wanted to shit talk everybody, and then the other guy decided to bench himself because he wants to focus on college. So it's July, so me and Kyle are in officially now.
So first of all, you won your game 2-1. How do you feel you played, and how do you feel your team played?
I mean, I feel like I played pretty decent. There were definitely a lot of rounds where I feel like that I could have stepped up, done a little more. A lot of winnable rounds that I feel like I definitely threw by whether that was overswinging or not having the correct util. Our Lotus, I believe we should have won Lotus a lot more than, that loss said. We looked super uncoordinated, super unfocused, and it just didn't display the type of team that we are.
So, unfortunately, you lost your first game, 2-1. First of all, how do you think you played, and how do you think your team played?
So we had actually not practiced together at all beforehand. This was our first time playing as a team. And I think we did way better than we all thought we would. I think definitely first game we all had a lot of jitters. I think Skenzo was the only one that was shooting, and he still wasn't the most happy with his performance map 1. But map 2, we made some changes. We decided to simplify and kind of play as if it was ranked instead of like a match game. And that helped us a lot. But unfortunately, the pressure got back to us map 3 when it felt like there was more on the line, and we kind of fell apart. Our calls became more complicated when they probably shouldn't have, and we were missing small details that led us to lose rounds.
That's surprising, actually. I just talked to someone from Flamingos, and they said you were quite organized. Match Mango Lovers versus Dark Knight Esports. You won that 2-0. How do you think you played, and how do you think your team played?
We played pretty well. I mean, it was really easy because West went 0-18, so that kind of helped us get orbs and stuff. Yeah, and then I think he got dropped, so there goes that, right?
Anything you want to say, CJ?
Yeah, so we were a last minute team created, and we shit on Dark Knights that we made their team disband. So I think it went pretty well. That's all I gotta say.
They also changed their profile pictures to me, which was kind of funny. And then, yeah, they lost. So what's up now, though?
Got a cheeky 20 bomb. Talk to us about those two players leaving. What happened with that?
We're on good terms with them, both CJ and Kyle. I think we both just had different visions on how we wanted to practice, small things like scrim schedules and stuff, and I think we all saw that it wasn't really working out, but I wish them the best for sure, and I think they both got picked up by a team, so good luck to them.
Yeah, I've heard they got picked up by Brit. What preparation do you think you can have for your second match?
Not to leak anything, but we're definitely having some crazy scrim days ahead of us, where we'll be putting in 3-4 scrims with bot of you. really trying to actually get some prep in, because we're down a lot of weeks of progress with the new pickups.
Yeah. That's good to hear. How long have you been together as a team for?
Not too long. Probably. I can actually check here. Hold on. Probably just barely hitting 3 months. Just barely.
Oh, okay, so not a short amount of time, but not too long either.
No.
Did you do any... Oh, okay, and you brought up Zero and how you played against them. How do you think you're going to play against them next week?
I think we'll be fine. I don't want to put my team on a pedestal. I think it's important to be humble, you know? I don't really like talking too much. I show what my team is worth on the server, you know? I will say we're not worried.
Any specific preparation coming into this game?
No. Actually, no. It's our first time in TCC. So like we weren't really sure what to expect. We were there for this stage when they were explaining how everything works, and how from the list that they showed us, it was the lowest to highest ranked team from top to bottom in ascending order. I think we're like the second or third highest ranked team on average in the tournament. So we were like, okay. But going into it, no, like we didn't really have any kind of expectation, and no preparation either, because we didn't know what to be prepared for. We've never played against any of these teams except for one. We've scrimmed against Zero before.
Nice. How did you practice for Ascent and Bind? Assuming you thought those were the matches coming up.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I'll actually tell you how did we practice? Honestly, I grabbed Zafix. I grabbed most of our team. I got them on 2 hours early, and we just played a whole bunch of TDMs.
That's genius. I'm
I know,
steal
right?
that strat. Yeah, that's insane.
I know, right? We just warmed up together with our aim, and then we had a little run through go over on both maps 30 minutes before. Well, we didn't know what maps they were gonna be, but honestly, we didn't even practice for the maps. I don't think we knew what maps it was gonna be until like 10 minutes before the game happened.
Yeah, we practiced a little bit for Bind. That's pretty.
Yeah, Bind. Yeah.
You think that's gonna improve your results next games?
It should. I mean, the gun, or like the bro, I can't say it. What's the word? Like the
Fragging ability.
Yeah, the fragging ability will definitely be improved, because me and CJ are kind of cracked. Yeah, it's comms wise, yeah, it probably will. Yeah, but nothing guaranteed so far.
Yeah, we're gonna get a little bit of practice in. We're not gonna try too hard because we're on the main roster and they're the ACAD roster, so they still gotta do like trials and stuff as we do as well. But we're just gonna try to make it out of groups, make it a playoffs, and then see where it goes from there.
So, you didn't really do any preparation for this, but do you think you're gonna do any more preparation for the next game?
Yes, we are planning on scrimming, hopefully multiple days a week, and we've already started making prep, and establishing our team comps better. This last match, we were kind of winging it with our comps. I was supposed to play Sova. No one on our team plays Info Initiator really. But because of my performance in map 2, we decided to switch it up and keep me on Jet for Haven. And I think that was maybe not the right call. But we'll be establishing those team comps and like sticking to them hopefully better as we get more prep and learn to play them.
Alright, that's good to hear. If you could have any superpower, which power would you have?
Oh, that's a curveball. Probably. Let me think. Super speed would be cool to like manipulate time and be fast like that. That'd be nice.
You want to get Final question is, do you think you have a chance to win this entire?
Oh, for sure. I think that the mechanics on our team didn't really shine through, but I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in our team. We'll come back for sure. And we're against No Yes next week. I gotta mention him. He's going down.
You get a farm no yes.
Yeah, we're farming No Yes.
I get a KD prediction.
Well, I actually have a bet with No Yes, but I'm not sure if the bet's still on considering my roster changes. But I'll keep it on. Whoever's above who in the group stage buys the other a skin. But for my KD prediction, I'll drop a calm 25 on first map, and maybe. Oh fuck it, I'll go 30 on map 2. It's going 2-0. 25 and 30 fish.
I believe in you. Think of flags that aren't rectangular, such as like Nepal and Switzerland.
I'm sorry, what was that?
What do you think of flags that are not rectangular? Like, you know how most
Um,
flags are rectangles?
Yeah. They kind of remind me of fairy tales a little bit. Like the triangular like flags on top of castles and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, I mean, a country's flag is almost the country itself. Especially in the U.S. Like we're really, really, really proud about that. Like flags everywhere. I think in my town actually, we recently had a new flag put up, and me and my girlfriend were driving past it the other day, and we were like, has that always been there? I don't remember that being there. And why is it so big? It's like literally like a giant flag in the middle of our plaza. And it's just like, wow, okay. But yeah.
The only flag in our entire neighborhood is the Ukraine flag, so bit of a culture shock. Alright. How far do you think you can go in this tournament?
Oh, all the way. I'm
Awesome.
hungry. I'm
That's
determined.
That's what
I'm
everyone
ready.
said so
I'm ready
far.
to Miku beam everybody.
Yeah, we got this.
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
What use FX?
Black.
Nice.
What? What?
I think that's a
I know,
shade.
bro. What? Yeah, it is a shade, but like,
I mean, I don't.
color. I'd probably say red, if anything.
Red? Alright. That's kind of what I expected, I can't lie.
Yeah, it's on your profile picture.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Zafix retracts his statement his favorite color is actually yellow. So, what do you think the most aerodynamic bird is?
What was the question?
What do you think the most aerodynamic bird is?
A pigeon.
A pelican.
Is there any reasons for that?
Pigeons are government devices used to stalk people.
Actually, I changed my answer. I changed it to a flamingo because like it's really long and big, pink.
Yeah, I know something else that's long faded pink. Due to absolutely heinous comments by CJ and Carl, this bit had to be cut out of the interview. Follow my Twitter, x.com/fishyval, with an underscore between fishy and val. Do you think you'll be able to fix these mistakes for week 2?
These mistakes will be easily fixed. Yeah, 100%.
Nice.
We were going into this with absolutely zero scrims. We're kind of winging it, and we kind of got a feel for how we're playing. So now, going on to these future weeks, we're going to have a better base understanding of how we all play now.
Alright. How do you feel like artificial intelligence can help education in people under the age 10?
What?
Going to repeat the question?
How artificial intelligence can help what?
Education people under age 10.
I mean, it provides a lot of aid. I mean, if you're unaware of something, you can always try solving something. And if you aren't aware of the answer, look it up, and they can give you solving steps. So, I mean, artificial intelligence can help a lot nowadays.
Can you elaborate a bit? On particularly people under age 10?
So, I mean, particularly, right, there's a lot of things that kids are unaware of, right? How to solve questions and whatnot. Whether that's like basic questions or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give a simple prompt and it's easily solvable with a great definition.
Do you think it could potentially negatively impact learning?
Oh, 100%. Because I mean, we saw it in COVID. So many kids can just look up answers and learn absolutely nothing from it and just get stuff, get knowledge, but without actually getting it. Like, especially for tests, like speaking from personal experience, having friends that just kind of look up the answer, learn nothing from it.
A final question is, how far do you think you're going to go in this tournament? Are you going to win it all?
I think it's likely. I'll say that. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, no, for sure, like we're gonna win it all. No, but me and the boys are pretty confident. We've been watching every game. You know, we're watching today's game as well. Just taking a look at everyone. You know, if Zero had a game to play and like there was something to look over, then like yeah, we would look over it. But it's really just looking at how they play and if we need to make any adjustments, but usually we don't. You know, we're just gonna stick to what ZGO does best, you know, and I think we have a good chance of winning the tourney this year.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to the other teams this season?
Let me pull up all the teams real quick. I want to say it's something to Dark Knight. So, is Wes still playing, or you guys dropped him? Because if I was a coach and I saw my player going 0-18, I'd drop him. I don't care if it's show match or anything.
And I'm the #1 Skensa squad glazer. So if you're hearing this, Skensa, please sign me as your water boy. I will give you water in between each map. Please. Thank you.
Yeah. How do you think your opponents played?
I think they played very well. I was really caught up on Skensa, how he played. It really looked like that a lot of those rounds. It was Skensa and friends, especially on a Fracture and some parts of Haven. But on that Lotus, they seemed so much more coordinated that it was like a very hard team to fight. You know, they started off the map. Tree was like 10-1. Anders finished like 24-10. They just looked so much more of a coordinated team on Lotus than they did on Fracture and Haven. I mean, not Fracture.
Alright.
What was the first map?
No idea. Goodbye.
Bind.
Well, what do you think the best move in this scenario is? I just sent you a picture of a chessboard.
How long do I have to analyze?
You can analyze all you want.
Actually, I think the knight f6 is checkmate.
You mean f7?
Yeah, f7.
Yeah. That's the correct answer, so good job. Then,
Okay.
finally, I've asked a question to every other team. Do you think you have a chance to win this entire tournament as a whole?
I mean, I think that there's always a chance, right? If you go in thinking there's not a chance, then I think you're kind of shooting a bit of your potential confidence down. But I think being realistic, the whole team is aware that we're probably not gonna make it that far, and that's okay. We're trying to have fun. We're trying to just get experience, working together, and then hopefully we can all learn and develop as players, whether or not we make it to the finals.
Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have a good Friday and good weekend. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any more announcements, and I'm also sorry to Aether and WDW for not being able to get your interviews in the video because I just didn't have time to do them. I'm sorry. You gotta understand, this video is half an hour long. I didn't expect it to be this long. I thought it was gonna be like 20 minutes. On a side note, unfortunately, I cannot announce when the game times are and what games are being played because it's not out yet. Please fix your schedules, guys.
Hi.